Hey everybody, welcome back to Prescription Bourbon. I'm DMC from Louisville, Kentucky. Today I'm trying to decide whether the Remus Repeal Reserve is still worth hunting. Release 6 just came out in 2022, and I like it a lot. I just did a review recently on it. I think it's a great batch. It is younger than it has been in the past, and the price has gone up. But let's face it, what hasn't gone up in price, right? Last year this was, like 13-year minimum age in it, and it was $75 to $80 bottle. This year it's 8-year minimum youngest in it, and the price has gone up to $100 plus. So, take that with a grain of salt. But we're going to do a comparison here with Calumet 15. Which was actually last year's release of Calumet. They've got Calumet 16 out this year, and it went up in price. But the Calumet 15, I've still seen it recently around here for like $109. It is 15 years old. It is 105 proof, so it's a tiny bit more. The Remus is 100 proof, 50% alcohol. This is 52.5%, so there's 2.5% more alcohol, 105 proof, but 15 years, so almost twice as old as the Remus. Price is about the same. A lot of places around here, if you could find it, the Remus was $110. This is $110. Although I have seen a place recently where this was $110, where it all of a sudden went up to like $130. Which is closer to the price of the Calumet 16 this year, the $130, $140 price. So, but we're going to taste these against each other and see if it's worth hunting this Remus still. So last year Remus Reserve Release 5 was super popular. A lot of people loved it. In fact, it had been growing in popularity for the last few years. People were hunting it, and everybody was loving it. For some reason this year, its popularity kind of dropped off. I think it had to do with the price increase and the younger age, as mentioned. But, I picked one up. And I enjoyed it. I actually liked it better than last year. So, funny thing, last year a lot of people's, best bourbons of the year were these two bottles, were the Release 5 of the Remus and the Calumet 15. So these two bottles were big hitters last year. This is the same bottle from last year. This is this year's bottle, and that's what I want to see. Is this guy worth the hunt? So I'm going to start with the nose and a taste with the Calumet, and we'll see where we go from there. So, and I will say, I mentioned I did a review of the Remus recently. I definitely got a lot of cherry on this, cherry on the nose, cherry on the taste, and this Calumet 15 is known for having some cherry notes on it also. So I think it'll be a good comparison. Good. Similar proof points, similar price points, cherry flavors. See what we get. So, right on the nose on the Calumet, I would say I am getting some cherry. It's more of a candy or a cough drop cherry than a fruity, cherry. I have nothing wrong with the cough drop cherry. I love them. So, but I'm getting a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of oak on the nose on that. We'll go ahead and give this one a taste. All right, on the taste on this, get a little bit of dryingness on the tongue, so that oak, 15 years in the barrel, that oak is definitely coming forward there. The spice hits before the fruitiness. I mean, I get a little sweet, but I get the spice. Spice tails off kind of quickly, and then I do get that cherry flavor on the back end. So kind of a cherry syrup. It's not a lot of warmth going down. This is a little higher proof than the Remus, but I definitely get predominantly the oak, but I get some sweet, I get some spice, I get the cherry flavor. Nice sip. Go for the nose on the Remus. All right, I get a little cherry, a little oak on this one also. A little tiny bit of a perfumey, almost potpourri type thing there. So not necessarily flowery, but perfumey fruitiness on that. So not bad. Give it a taste. Cheers. Yeah, definitely. Sweeter up front. It's got some good cherry flavor. It's got some good sweetness there. Maybe a little bit of some brown sugar, some kind of sugar coming through there. But the spiciness is stronger on this than the Calumet, and it's lingering a little longer. And it definitely was a little warmer going down too. So initial sip, I think the Remus wins out here. Go back through and give them a real quick AB, but definitely have the oak on the nose on that. Yeah, similar noses with the oak on both, cherry on both. The only difference is this one is more of a cherry cough drop, a sweet, nice cherry cough drop, not a medicinal one. More like a candy cherry cough drop. Just something to keep your throat moist, So, and this one is more of a real fruit on that. So, taste this one again. Yeah, same reaction there on the taste on the Calumet. I get the cherry sweetness up front, then the spice. The spice is not as much as the Remus, and it comes and goes quickly. Not very warming, so kind of just a cool, sweet, slightly spicy sip. The Remus, though. It kind of the same order that things hit. It's sweet and then spice, whatever. But it's more of a sugary sweetness and then spiciness. The cherry comes later, and the spiciness lingers longer and is warmer going down. I've got to say, I like the flavor of the Remus better. So. The aromas are slightly different, but very similar. Splitting hairs there. I'm not going to call on the aroma. They're both very good. They're a little different from each other, but honestly, very similar to each other also. But taste wise, the Remus, is a better experience. Just a better sip, a better flavor, better finish for sure. So I would say yes, the Remus is worth hunting. I know, it may be gone in some areas already. It might have come and gone. It's a limited release. Some people haven't got it yet though, so be on the lookout for it. I know the price has gone up, but it's certainly no more expensive than the Calumet. If you really like the Calumet, I think this year's Remus is a good pickup. At retail, I think it's a good pickup, no matter what. I know it is only 8 years old. I know the last 2 years it was 12, 13-year-old bourbons at $80, which was a very good price point. If it's still 12 or 13-year-old at $100, that would be a good price point. but it's only €8 at $100. So that's gonna be the sticky point right there. Is the price, but I think it's I think it's a nice pour. I think it's something beautiful bottle, as I did talk about in my review. Both the bottles are unique and pretty, but I'd say yes, the Remus is still worth hunting this year. A lot of people passed on it. Don't be shy. Go get it. Go find it. Enjoy it. All right, everybody. If you liked what you saw here, hit the like button. Leave some comments down below what you think of these bottles. If you're new here, think about hitting that subscribe button. It really helps. Appreciate it. Remember, everybody, all bourbon is whiskey, but all whiskey is not bourbon. The best bourbon comes from Kentucky. Cheers.
Turkey.